How you guys doing? This is Lucifer here, baby. Business and spiritual consultant as always. And hey, welcome back. If I do say so myself, I have one question to ask you guys. Y'all think I'm crazy? Y'all think I'm crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. Um, so coincidentally, Andrew Tate is out too. Like I said before, he was gonna be out when I was gonna be out. He was gonna be out when I was gonna be out. Why? Why is that? Well, some of you guys know, and the guys that know, they're not gonna say nothing, which is not necessarily a good thing, but I understand why you don't say nothing. And the rest of y'all gonna have to figure it out. It's my little secret. Andrew Tate has not been cloned. At least I don't think so. I don't think he's been cloned. He's not been cloned. He's already a clone, he's a clone of me. You know what I mean? So you can't re-clone a clone. You know what I mean? So, how you guys doing, man? How you guys doing, bro? Like, anyways, but I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. So we're gonna change the format on this channel. Some of you might not like it. A lot of you aren't gonna like it, but we gotta change the format here because I'm not gonna go in jail and out of jail all the time for no damn reason. So we're gonna have to change the format, especially if I'm not gonna get any support. If I go to jail, I'm gonna be by myself. So we're gonna change the format here because whatever we doing right now, it ain't working. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But I digress. We are heading towards a very demonic world, and it's gonna be lovely. A lot of you are gonna have fun. A lot of you are gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it for a long time. That whole bullshit about whatever the devil gives you, blah blah blah, doesn't stay long. Whatever, whatever, man. Whatever, man. I know something you don't know. And I'm pretty sure I already said it on my channel before, but there's not a lot of people that's gonna know life my videos. But I've discovered some incredible things in my journey so far, and I'm gonna share it with you. The book is almost finished. I know I keep saying that, but writing a book is a lot of work, believe it or not. Writing a book is a lot of work, so it's gonna come out when it's gonna come out. I will be making some YouTube videos, but they're gonna be very tamed. They're gonna be very tamed compared to before. I'm not gonna be beefing with no spiritualists and shit like that. And I mean, I say this, but it might happen anyway. And if it does, it's not on purpose. I'm not looking. I'm not looking for a fight. I might say some shit that another spiritualist might not concur with, might not approve of, and that might be the start of a new battle. But apart from that, I'm not looking for no trouble. Why? Well, I don't want to say you guys didn't support me. I had some support. I'm not going to say that it's because it's just that it's dangerous. What I do is dangerous. So what I do is very dangerous. So I'm not going to put anybody in the harm's way. You know, I believe that it's not that dangerous when you know how to do it. But that's another story for another day. And losing jobs is not something that people are put here to do. Like, a lot of people love their jobs, a lot of people appreciate what they have, and they're gonna keep what they have. So for these people, all of this hoopla is just entertainment, because they're never gonna get into it. You know, it is what it is, and because of that, I have to change my format, because I'm going all out. I'm going balls to the wall for you guys here. I'm going balls to the wall to bring you the truth, and the truth is not setting me free. You know what I mean? The truth is keeping me locked up. It's holding me back. So, but I'll keep telling the truth, and it's gonna rub people the wrong way. Me, the only reason why I'm gonna tell the truth is because I want to be the best demonologist ever. Like, or maybe not ever, but I want to be a good demonologist. So I don't want false information, and I don't want people, and if I'm gonna push people towards being demonologists, I want them to also be good demonologists too. I want them to do the thing the way it's supposed to be done. You know what I mean? So me, that's how I'm gonna change my format. So if somebody comes along, listens to my video, he's pissed off because I'm saying how I do things and how it should be done, because the way that I do things is the way that it should be done. I don't do shit the way that it's not supposed to be done. I do things the way it's supposed to be done. So as a person that does things the way it's supposed to be done, if you're pissed off at it, that's not my responsibility. It is not my fault. I will not take that into account either. So that shit, if you're pissed off on my videos because I'm being who I'm supposed to be, buzz off. You know what I mean? Like, clear and simple, like, just buzz off, bro. Like, and there's a lot of people that listens to me too. Like, I'm very influential. I'm very influential. So I'm not gonna go down in history as the influential dude that kept lying to his fucking to everybody that he talks to. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy who's like, oh yeah, he was influential, you know, and people that listen to him, he helped out and blah blah blah, which I do. Because don't get mistaken, I get a lot of bad comments in my comment section, but the good comments or blows the bad comments out of the atmosphere, because we're talking about people that saying like, yeah, you got like some real good knowledge, you got important people listening to, even my haters, even the people that don't really like me, they're like, yeah, you might have, you know, the other day Somebody say, oh, you might have fooled the Temple of Blood. I am honored that the Temple of Blood likes me. I had no idea. You know what I mean? Because Temple of Blood is they're very how do you say obscure. I mean, they're not on social media. They don't have a website. They're not, you know what I mean? So they're very underground. So for somebody to say that, oh, you might have people Temple of Blood impressed, but we don't give, like, what? Okay, cool, thanks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's, you know, okay. I had no idea. I had no clue. So it is what it is. So here's a little first tidbit of what might piss you off. All right. And like I said, I don't take responsibility for you being peed off. I'm not trying to piss people off. I'm trying to speak to my viewers and make my viewers powerful. Because let's put it this way. If you are listening to this channel, you're blessed beyond what you could probably imagine. You know what I mean? You're blessed. If you are on this channel, if you listen to these videos, you are blessed. You know what I mean? You got power, my dude. You got influence, my dude. You just don't know it yet. Or you don't understand it yet. But it's going to happen either through my channel or either through your regular everyday life. And you'll be back. Yo, you were right. I know. I'm always right. You know what I mean? So that's why even my haters keep listening to my channel. Even though I'm not saying anything. The people wait for me to make videos so they have something to say. I'm very influential. That's why my energy is the same as Andrew Tate. We're the same. We're as influential. I'm as influential as Andrew Tate is on a spiritual level. And this is not something, and I'm not saying this to sound like a dick or to boast myself, to be, have a, how you know, to boast myself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you got to understand, when I say these things, these truths, these gnosis, or I pull these little rabbits out of my hat, that's because I'm showing you things that you are also capable of doing. I'm not doing this to show off. I'm showing off what you can, or what some are probably already doing somewhere around this earth. So that's the difference. So people that are pissed off, they're going to be pissed off because they want to be pissed off. They're going to be pissed off because they had a bad day at work. They're going to be pissed off because they broke up with the girlfriends. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to find a reason to be pissed off because that's what they feel like being at this moment, being pissed off. And for the other people out there, those cultists and shit like that, like I said before, I understand. I knew this shit a long time ago. Like this is not, you're not showing me anything new. You know what I mean? You're not showing me anything new. I already know all this. This was a magic trick. You know what I mean? And I already knew these guys are on beef mode. But the thing is, what goes around comes around. I'm not saying not to start no shit, but you have to pay. Now that you pulled your little trick, now that you did your magic trick, now you need to pay. There's always a price to pay. There's always a price to pay for power. There's always a price to pay for power. So now that you did your little shindig, you did your little thing, now it's going to come back to you. And I hope you're ready. Because you're probably going to get hit 10 times worse than how I got hit. But like I said, I ain't trying to be, I'm not Like I said, I'm changing the dialect here in these videos because I can't keep going back in jail all the time. I can't be doing this. I can't be trying to tell the truth and everybody be attacking me in the street and shit like that. This is fucking stupid. I'm tired of it. If I had more support, if I had a team of people, that'd be a different issue. More or less. Because that's not really what I believe in. I don't really believe in sacrificing yourself for a cause. That's not what Lucifer came here to teach you. He didn't come here to teach you. He's actually, Lucifer came on earth to show you how to be independent and not relying on bizarre exterior sources that will only take energy from you without even giving anything of great value back. You know what I mean? Of course, a lot of people are making a lot of money these days, and that has some value. Money is valuable. You know what I mean? Money has value. A lot of people don't want to accept that because they think money is a negative thing. Money is not a negative thing. It's only how you perceive it that might be negative. So money has a lot of value, and they can offer it, and they do. So that's why we are living in the world that we're living today, because money has value. If money didn't have any value, life would be, not life itself, but our social metropolitan would look very different. It would feel different. There wouldn't be a bunch of lip singers. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have a bunch of people lip singing. You know what I mean? You'd have real people that know how to sing. Shit, there are some people that know how to sing, obviously, but there's a lot of lip singing. There's a lot of lip singing people. So, or you know, politicians wouldn't be so corrupt. You know what I mean? So, by the way, sending Donald Trump to jail because cheating on his wife is not legit. That ain't it, man. That ain't it. I don't know what people's problem is, man. But like I said, man, like I don't know. I say this often, what goes around comes around, man, and I don't want to be in your shoes once that shit comes back around, my dude. Cause it's gonna hit hard. Cause what happened recently was random. Like I woke up and the whole world flipped its head over their shoulder. Like I wasn't even fighting nothing. You know, I had my girlfriend. We were concentrating on creating things. We were doing things like this whole thing just came out of nowhere. And I knew there was beefing. I knew they wanted beef. I don't know why they wanted beef, but they wanted beef. You know, so now you did your little thing. It was cute. It was cute. It was funny. But now it's time to pay the Reaper. Now it's time to pay the Reaper. Cause that's what that's the thing about us. You're messing with an energy that consumes things. You know, especially for people that are more connected to Godhood. You're messing with an energy that will consume things, and if you come after us, there will be consequences. You know, and it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how big you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You mess with us, there's gonna be consequences, and they already know that because they're magicians too. They know how magic works. They're alchemists. These people are alchemists, they're magicians, all that shit. So they already know what's coming. I don't know why you would put yourself in that kind of situation. It's weird. It's probably because, I don't know, maybe I personally, my opinion is, I think the Illuminati is a immovable object. Like it goes deeper than what people understand. Like I don't think they're gonna go anywhere, you know. But there's some conspiracy theorists that are kind of like these people's times is almost done, and I hate to say it, but I kind of agree. I mean, like I kind of like it's. I don't know. It seems like they're the architects of their own demise. Like they're looking for destruction. Like they are creating their own destruction. Like they're pushing people to the brink, to the point where people feel like taking shit back, which is a weird concept, and I might be wrong too. I might be horrendously wrong about that. But shit is popping, man. You know. Anyways, me personally, I know that this is not a life. That's not a life. Like trying to tell the truth, having whack ass comments on my channel, going balls to the wall for no reason. That's the part that makes the Illuminati right. That's the reason why I don't think these guys are going nowhere, because in their perverted philosophy there is some truth about humanity. There's some truth about humanity in their perverse psychology, and there's a reason why so many people join, is because something in what they say and do makes sense. It makes sense, man. It's like people are talking about cyanide. I've seen a couple people talk about cyanide recently, and cyanide is the perfect example. Cyanide is the perfect example because this guy's been in the streets of New York for 20 years, trying to get black people to come together and do some real shit. 20 years. Recently, he quit. He was like, fuck off, man. Like, pardon my language. He was like, fuck all that. Pardon my language. But that's basically what he told himself. And excuse my language. And then he joined Polite, which we all know Polite is obviously, you know, part of the social elites. Let's put it that way. Was he wrong? No, he wasn't, because he's been doing this for 20 years. That's a long time. He needs change. He needs money too. He needs to feed himself. He has a family. He needs to change. He has to accept change, which he did. It didn't work out so good for him, but and it never works out. That's the thing. They always say when the devil give you something, it never lasts. But from where I'm standing, it seems like when you go see that devil over there, whatever you want to call the devil, but when you go see, not Satan, when you go see the devil over there, it just seems to me that shit don't last. People want to be rappers. You might die by the age of 30. Might be 25. There's a bunch of rap is literally has now become the most dangerous profession. It is. These guys are dying left and right. Sure, they have their deals. They have their record deals, but they die before they even spent a couple millions. The actors, same shit. Politicians, same shit. These guys just seem to, you know, they want something and then they lose it. Some of these guys are a little bit more luckier than the other, or they got more skill, whichever it may be. and they stay for longer periods. But there's a reason why they stay for a longer period. That doesn't mean that you have the ability or the skill to stay for that long. So to me, it seems that that little saying is more prone to represent these fellas than it represents us. So anyways, like I said before, I'm going to be strictly talking about demonology on my channel. A lot of people ain't going to like it because we have this new movement of people mixing light and dark. Me, from what I know, and I'm not saying that culture is not going to function. It's been functioning since forever. That's how people, that form of demonology always existed. Always. But it's Christian demonology. That's King James. That's Solomon. Solomon was the favorite of God. He was not a warlock. He was not a neophyte. He was not a zealot. He was a sage. He was the favorite of God. So most people, including me, we practice a form of demonology that's Christian. Of course, I'm trying to emancipate myself from such activities for good reasons. But what I'm trying to say here is these guys still might not like what I say and they might feel offended, but the thing they don't realize is I'm not saying that to offend them. I'm just trying to give real demonology to the people that are interested in demonology. And that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem because there's people I respect in that light and darkness culture. The mixing of the light and the dark culture. There's people I respect in there. They don't like me, but I respect them. You know what I mean? I respect JD. I respect BD Shepherd. These are guys, BD Shepherd, I knew about it. He's a brilliant author. How can I not respect the guy? You know what I mean? So, but they're not going to like what I have to say. They already don't like what I have to say. And I'm not here, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm not really trying to air these people out. What happens is I say some shit or I try to explain some shit. There are sometimes I lost my temper. So I was like, what the is going on here? I'm human. It happens. It's normal. But, you can't be perfect all the time. But I'm trying to. But it's almost an absolute that you cannot be perfect all the time. It's almost an absolute, bro. But that doesn't stop us from trying. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is here. I'm not trying to air these guys out. I am speaking of the discoveries or the teachings that I have learned. And a lot of people don't like it. You know, and you know what? You know, I have a newfound fervor now, even more so than before. The reason why, I'm always talking about the devil's Bible, Satan Bible, this same Bible, that. I'm always talking about that shit. But the thing is, if people took the time to read Satan's Bible, they would actually understand what I'm saying even more. Of course, I think what I'm writing right now is going to expand on those notions. And it's going to present it to you into a realizable, not a realization, but a relatable version of demonology in concurrence to your current life. Because everybody thinks demonology is about like fucking blood sacrifices and, you know, cutting up animal heads and shit and blah blah blah. No, I don't know where that comes from. Not for real. There's some ambiguous shit in demonology. I'll give you that. I'm not gonna act all innocent. I'm not gonna do that. And demons are demons. They're not demons for no reasons. But like I said before, the whole blood sacrifice shit and blah blah, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know who invented that. I don't know who put that there. I don't know where it comes from, man. There's a lot of shit that people say about demonology. Demons are awesome. I mean, like, for real. I'm sorry to sound so simplistic, but that's the only word I can describe it with. They're fucking awesome. Pardon my language. They're awesome. So, you know, and the more you get into it, the more you discover how awesome they are. Because you're already interested in it. You've seen the pictures. It's not turning you off. You've seen the drawings. And you're attracted to it. But the thing is, those are just pictures. There's even more to that than just cool ass pictures. There's a lot more to unravel, a lot more to discover. It's a journey, if I dare say. So the other day I was reading Satan's Bible, and it clearly stipulates that the author was crying and screaming at the top of his lungs in the pages of the book, like I was, that you don't need to put angels in your magic. You don't need to put angels in what you do. You don't need to fear calling up a demon. Don't call them for nothing. Though they don't like wasting time. Time is money. But You do not need to fear calling up demons. So when I read that, a fire lit up in me. Because I've been saying this shit for I don't know how long. And to see it in Satan's Bible kind of like blew my mind there. Because I was like, whoa. Because sometimes, you know, you're doing YouTube videos, you're saying a whole bunch of shit, and you're doing a whole bunch of rituals and blah, blah, blah. So you don't really, like, you don't make the connection sometimes. You know what I mean? So when I read it, it was like the first time I saw it. You know, it's like, cause, and I was in the freaking, you know what I mean? So I was the freaking hospice, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, I was the crazy house. You know what I mean? So I'm reading that as I'm in the crazy house, but in my mind, my life flashed before my eyes because I saw all the times that I said it on my YouTube channel and that I got into an argument with a dude and this and that and blah, 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 you know, and it's right there, right in front of me. I mean, the Satan Bible existed since I don't know when. It's like 40 years old. Satan Bible is like 40 years old, so I'm kind of like mind blown by it, you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of mind blown by it, you know what I mean? So what I say is valid. And I know what I say is valid because other people validate what I say. And it's hard not to. There's some people out there that might feel like, don't validate him, don't validate. Yeah, but the thing is, if you go read a book, it says the same shit he says. You know what I mean? So don't validate him, but he's still right. I'm not right all the time. I make mistakes. You know, but it is what it is. The point is, I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I gotta try and do better, you know? So like I said, we're gonna keep rolling out these videos, but I'm gonna stay strictly in demonology mode. I'm not gonna put my life in danger. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, whatever. But I know these cultists out there think that, I think they're confused about their role in the world. I don't know, maybe they know that they're working for God and they're just acting like they're working for Satan. Maybe they, I don't know. One thing I do know is apparently I'm being targeted for being part of a lineage and whatnot. I don't think that's true. I think it's a load of garbage, and people influenced, you know, small-minded people that are easily influenced might fall into the trap because they think that they're Satanists, so they're going after us too for the same fucking reason. And they think that we have the blood of Jesus or some shit like that. Let me tell you something. Unless Jesus is a demon, I ain't got no blood of Christ in my motherfucking veins. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I mean, bro? Like, my life has nothing to do with his. I thought it did. I thought it did. For a long time, I thought that was the truth. But the truth will set you free. You know what I mean? So I'm confused about the reason why they keep attacking us. You know, I'm not confused about the reason why they're attacking us because, you know, they're attacking us. I'm like, oh, I didn't do that. No, I was like, I'm confused about why they think they're attacking us. That's what I'm confused about, because it really seems like these guys believe that we are part of a lineage descended from Christ and shit like that. That's a load of garbaggio. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple of these people, more than a couple, that know that all that shit is garbage. But they don't care because they got the power right now, so they ain't talking. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure they know that all that shit's trash. And at the end of the day, they're doing God's work. I'm not doing God's work. I'm not here to do God's work. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm the opposite. You know what I mean? I'm the adversary. I don't get into all that, man. I don't understand it. I don't care about it. It's not my forte. Look, Lucifer is here to individualize you. You know, God is here to make everybody think the same way. I'm like, no, I like the fact that you don't think like I do. I want you to think differently from what I think. You know what I mean? Like, I find that interesting. You know, it's a lot more fun. You know, so I try to individualize people. That doesn't mean that people shouldn't work together. I'm not saying I don't believe that I should be doing all of this shit by myself. As a matter of fact, Lucifer himself told me that I shouldn't be doing all this shit by myself. You know what I mean? So it's not that people shouldn't work together. It's not that I'm trying to, I believe in teamwork. I believe in teamwork. I believe in family and teamwork and all that shit. But that doesn't mean that you cannot be an individual with your own preset of ideas. I mean, especially if your preset of ideas is it might be uncommon, but it's not necessarily hurting the world. I don't care. I mean, yeah, you're a great person. I would like to be your friend. You know what I mean? You're a cool guy, you know? That's what I represent. I don't represent commonwealth. I represent wealth. I don't represent commonwealth. You know, I don't really believe in the commonwealth system. You know, it's not a bad system. It's a system that could work. And it does work in some cases for some cultures. You know, look at black people. Black people is a culture of commonwealth. And it's working. You know, it's not what I would prefer. It's not how I would do it. But it works. You know, like they have this not hive mentality, but they move as a hive, you know what I mean? Like killer bees, you know what I mean? You know, and it works for them, you know. But that's not what I represent. It's not part of my philosophy. So what I'm trying to say here is I understand what these guys are doing. I don't think they're doing it for the right reasons, but I understand what they're doing. But I really don't think they're doing it for the right reasons. Should I care? I don't. Right now, I don't care because y'all just fucking lock me up and shit. So right now, I'm kind of like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? But, you know, all jokes aside, all jokes aside, you know, because I know it's gonna go in one ear and another. Like I said before, they are going to keep attacking us, no matter what, because of this weird ideology that they developed. This weird weapon that they created to go against people that are individualized, and that's the thing. I don't think they're attacking people because they're descendants of Jesus Christ and shit like that. It's a load of garbage. I think they're attacking people because some people have the capability of functioning normally in a society where other people might want to be closer to each other. And I'm saying this lightheartedly because there are some people that we have to realize that there are some people in this shindig that actually have values, and they actually think that they're doing the right thing because they don't want people to get left behind. This has been told to me many times. I speak to Masons from time to time. I'm so this is very evident. There are some people that think they're doing the right thing because then other people might get left behind. Let's face it, there's a lot of Masons, and there's a lot of Masons that don't know shit. And if they weren't Masons, they'd probably be dead. Like, so there's goodness in that. There's a form of goodness in that. Does everybody else needs to pay? Do you need to go balls to the wall against people that are capable of individualizing themselves and being independent? No, that's not a reason. That's not a good reason. It's nonsensical even. That's craziness. I believe that's crazy. I think that's crazy. I think that's too much. I think it's over the top. But in a sense, I mean, do you know how strong you are? You know what I mean? Like, do you understand how powerful you are? I mean, like, maybe it would be negative for a minority of people in society if you were almighty. Maybe it would be negative for them. Or maybe the technological advancement that we have in our spiritual realm is so far beyond what we have today that even though a certain margin of the population could follow, there's a certain margin of the population that could not follow. So now you're sitting here with an option. Do we take the chance and go towards all that technological advancement, or and lose a bunch of people, or do we create a system where everybody's equal so that no one gets left behind? And mind you, these are only reasons for these people to do what they do. I'm like basically enumerating all the reasons why these people feel like they're doing the right thing. And this is also the reason why I'm sitting here and I'm like, those people are doing God's work. That's what God's work is. Because me, I'm not gonna do that. I don't give a shit. I'm a conqueror. Like, I will burn your village down. I will burn your fucking village in order to get, to have more land. And from their philosophy, from their standpoint, people like that should stop existing. And as a follower of Odin, as a son of Odin, Lucifer, Odin's son, you know what I mean? I still believe that there is a form of goodness in that. There's a good thought behind it. There's a good thought behind it, man. Some people might disagree. Some people are gonna completely disagree with what I just said. You're gonna be like, man, fuck all that and shit like that. Fine, but at the end of the day, it's still a good thing. I mean, like, not leaving people behind is not a bad thing. So anyways, and that's also the reason why I'm kind of like y'all doing God work. That's not what I would do. That's not how I would do it. I would not, me personally, the only thing to fear is fear itself. So if you fear those things, that's your problem. I don't really fear those things. I don't believe. It's not like if I go out to conquer land, I am not expecting to burn your village down. It might be a result of how things ended. It's not something I'm trying to do. It's not what I want to do. It's not, the purpose is not to burn the village. The purpose is to own the village. This is the reason why I love business. Because my purpose is not to destroy. My purpose is to own. I want to own more land. I want to own this territory. I want to own this building. I want to own. I want things. I'm looking for things that I can have, which is an okay thing to do. Even as a child, you should already have that notion. What do I own? What do I have? And how can I get more? How can I get it? Do I take a job as an intern and work my way up? If that's the way I have to do it, that's what I'm going to do. Do I have to make enough money in order to buy it? Then that's what I'm going to do. Nobody got burned here. Nobody got burned. If somebody gets in your way while you're going to the bank to go get the money to buy the thing, that's a whole different issue. That's an entirely different issue. And you are in your right to defend what you have or to defend what you're going to go get. The ideas that you're holding in your head. You're not gonna just curl up and be like, oh, fuck it, somebody's in the way, so screw that. No, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna go to the bank. Whether you go back because you can't fight the guy and you wait another day to go, you know what I mean, to the bank, it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is my psychology is different than theirs. The way I think is different than theirs. This is a word from Lucifer. The other day I was inside the fucking hospital. I was possessed, bro. I was possessed inside the hospital. I was like, why am I possessed in damn hospital? like there's nothing to do. I can't. They're crazy. I can't talk to them. I can't give them the good news. I can't do nothing. What am I doing possessed inside the fucking hospital? I still don't understand how that happened. Well, yeah, I kind of do. I was doing a lot of, meditation in my room since there's not a lot to do. So I woke up possessed one day, man, and I was like, what? I was like, what the hell is going on? But I was looking for something to do. There was nothing to do. So that's like a message to me. This is not your place. This is not what you should be doing. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you got to be in the place to do it. So anyways, it's easy to demonize people and demonize things when you don't know. But when you know, things are very different. Things you used to say are different. Things, the way you used to think is different. Everything is different. So it's up to you guys to go towards what you want, man. So anyways, like I said before, I don't know why these people attack us. I don't know why they keep doing it. I don't know why. I know that they're gonna do it. I know that they're probably planning on doing some more shit right now to fuck with people. I don't think they're doing it for the right reasons. I don't believe that they are clear of mind, sound of mind, and sound of thought. But they got money. They got people, they got connections, they got money. So a lot of people want those connections. A lot of people want that money. You know, the only thing is just because somebody got a bunch of money and connections, that doesn't mean you should jump into the pool full of acid. You know what I mean? You know, because it's still acid. You're still gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned too. He might be swimming in there and shit, but he's being burned, and you're gonna get burned too. So, anyways, man, like I said before, I'm changing the dialect here. I'm gonna change the dialect. This is gonna be very demon time channel, and like I said, it's like I said, man, I'm not changing the way I see demonology. I still think that you don't need no angels. I don't know why you want to sacrifice anything. You don't need any of that shit. You know, I don't know who's doing that. I personally think there's a doppelganger in the atmosphere somewhere, and he's trying to act like us, but he ain't us. So he's making y'all do a bunch of stupid shit. And mind you, even if that's not the case, and you read it in a book somewhere, most of the books on demonology, if we're talking about sigils and shit like that, that comes from 1400s, 1300s. You know what I mean? And it comes from King James. And King James took it from Solomon. So we're talking about God magic. You know what I mean? Apparently God uses demons too. And Jesus was in the Bible got reprimanded by some Jews for using magic. When he healed the guy, they said, "Oh, well, you healed the dude. You're using Beelzebub to heal the dude. What the fuck? What's going on?" And he said some weird slick shit that I still don't know what the fuck it means till today. Some shit about, well, if by Beelzebub I healed, then I healed by Beelzebub. I'm like, what the does that even mean? what does that even mean, bro? So, you know, that's new to me. I'm just figuring these things out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just figuring it out, but the magic system that's really popular right now, that's new to me, you know, because I do know you're not supposed to show demons to angels, because if you're a Christian, if you're a true Christian, you're not supposed to show darkness to the light. And the same thing goes vice versa. If with demons, you're not supposed to show light to demons. So if you're sitting there, you're calling up demons, and you got angels, all kinds of angels up in there, they don't like it. You know what I mean? And for some of y'all, I think demons been trying to tell you, I don't like it, but y'all ain't listening. And you don't need to. They're not gonna kill you. I know it's scary. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do some rituals, I get fucking nervous. Like I get fucking nervous, man. I ain't gonna lie. But it's because of popular culture that makes me nervous. You know what I mean? It's like I saw The Exorcist twice. More than twice. I like that movie. I like The Exorcist. The Exorcist is fucking crazy ass fucking movie. So, you know, now I can't watch it because now they be praying all up in that bitch. But, you know, but back then I used to watch that movie all the time, man. It's a great movie. What was I going with this? What was I talking about? The Exorcist? Anyways, man, like, you know, so you can't I can't you know, this light and darkness magic, like I said, it's a new thing. I know you're not supposed to be doing that, and like you're not supposed to show light to demons, like I said, and it is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is. And yeah, like I said before, like popular culture makes me think like I should be nervous when I call a demon up and shit like that. They might, they might turn me into that little girl or some shit like that, but not really. It's not how it works. It's just not how it works. I don't believe in demon possessions, fucking bullshit videos, demon possessions and shit, bruh. Like, the fuck out of here. Yeah. That fucking demon possession. This and like, if you look at my eyes, you can see, but it's little things here and there. There's little things here and there. It comes from the territory. It's a land of darkness, man. We come from a land of darkness, so there's gonna be things that comes with the territory, and we don't have a choice to go into the land of darkness because the land of light is blinding us. It's literally turning our souls and mind into mush. So of course, we're in the land of darkness. We do things differently around here, and you gotta understand these demons are all people that decided to individualize themselves. They did not want to work in the Commonwealth. They did not want to be a cog in the machine. They are people that are outside of the matrix. But what is the matrix? The motherboard. What is the motherboard? God. God is the motherboard. He's the matrix. So we have to work outside of it. We already work outside of it without even realizing. We were born outside of the matrix. Like, whatever happened to you is garbage. Like, there is no, you were evidently, essentially going to end up thinking the way you think, being outside the matrix, because you're just not wired that way. It's in your veins, it's in your blood. You were born to be free, and you know it. But some people are born and they don't know that they were born to be free. So we get demonized. We get a bad rep. A bad rap or a bad rep, whatever. I guess both are good. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And like I said, man, I hope it doesn't piss off people more than it has to. But I probably already said some shit that's going to piss people off anyway. But I said all that shit just so you understand I'm not going to try and piss you off later on. Like I said, if it happens, that's not my fault. I wasn't trying to do that. It might happen because I understand that the view I have on all this is unpopular and uncommon, even though it's supposed to be the common way to think about it. Because we're demonologists, or we're people that believe that we're demonologists. Well, I'm a demonologist. Some people are just magicians, and some people are just sorcerers. I'm a demonologist, so I strictly work with demons, and I'm fine. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm not crazy. I am more powerful today than I have ever been in my entire life, and I'm gonna keep getting stronger, and it's gonna be fucking crazy. You know what I mean? This is just the start. This is just the beginning. So, of course, I'm vindicating for Lucifer because I'm kind of like, if this is how it starts, if this is the true potential of the human mind, then we should have done this a long time ago. You know, we should have done this a long time ago. So I'm gonna end the video right here, and like I said, that book is coming out pretty soon. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be the foremost demonology book ever. It's gonna be the best book for demonologists ever. All right, I see you guys next time. Subscribe to my channel. Peace out. Have a good one.